Okay, believe it or not, this is probably take 7, something ridiculous like that, take 9 or something. I do the video and then I don't like it, so I do it again. Or Alexa goes off, or my Ring doorbell goes off. I don't care anymore. I'm leaving everything in. I don't care if a seagull lands on the windowsill and sings the whole time. I'll keep this video going. Right, so why are we here? Mature runner, older runner, beginner runner. I'm not very good at running. Whatever reason, you found this video. So why am I doing this? Okay, well, I'm an author. I also have an art thing going on Etsy. But I decided to link what I was doing fitness-wise with a book I did. So it's kind of going to run parallel to it, but not exclusively, if you see what I mean. They're not completely linked. But also, there aren't a lot of videos that I've found when I've searched for the absolute complete beginner. You go to look for complete beginner, and most of the time I was then confronted with, you're working towards a 5k. That was kind of what I found. As soon as you start beginning, okay, let's work you up towards the 5k. And this is fantastic, don't get me wrong, this is brilliant. 5Ks are amazing. The NHS have got a 5k Couch to 5k app that you can download and use. So it is a great benchmark. But what about all the steps before that? I know they are part of the 5k, but I think that bit there is important. That bit there takes time as well. That's what I'm getting. And I've recently turned 47, and this is what my body's telling me too. Now I have some notes. Right. Age, just mentioned, 47. Things creak. Bones hurt sometimes, so do muscles. But also, I don't just want to say, okay, I'm getting older, I'm just going to, sit on the sofa in the evening, drink a few ciders, wait for old age to creep up on me. I'm still enjoying my fitness, my exercise, and I want to improve my running and, just keep exercising. Like many of you probably do. This is exactly what I'm getting at. I think there is this kind of gap. Like I say, I've smoked for a very long time. Used to smoke for about 20 years, quit, vaped for a bit, quit completely, and then I've crept back onto the cigarettes. I have patches behind me there. So that's going to happen as well. So if you just literally want to watch just to quit smoking, go for it. People can feel unhealthy for loads of different reasons, not just, like I say, smoking or age or anything like that, but whatever the reason, if you've got that in your head, I want to feel fitter, I want to work on my health. Fantastic, then let's go, let's do it. But obviously, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself about how fit you are. Don't, I can do this. Be completely honest. Don't, from the beginning. Also, I'm not a doctor, not a physio, not a running coach, not anything like that. So, if there's any reason you think you need to check anything first, then do that. Then obviously come back, because we hear a lot. If you've searched for this video, you've probably watched other running videos, and you know how injuries occur, etc. I've had a few already just from the running. If I've got time, I'll briefly jump onto those to tell you. Right, so I've got I've got a line actually right down here. I've got a line here. It says, "Why does it have to be couch to 5K?" And also, why am I calling my sofa a couch? Anyway, and then it says, "Why not sofa with a cigarette to 100 meters, or why not sofa with a beer or a cider to 30 seconds?" Nice. But the point I'm trying to make though is, this is complete beginner, complete and utter beginner. Yeah. Like just literally putting the trainers on and getting out the door and going around the block or going 100 meters is the first goal, not that, not the other thing. And I want to work on all that. Now, I mentioned the book. I think I mentioned the book. If I didn't mention the book, I'm an author. This is linked to a book. The end of this book, because it's on my bucket list, many of us have got bucket lists, but a marathon has always been on my bucket list since I was a young person, back in the younger days. But one, I'm probably going to walk the whole thing, like literally walk the entire marathon. I'll be walking for like 7-8 hours maybe, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. And also I can literally just click my watch, smartwatch. Everyone's got one of these. Click the thing, walk around the streets, come back 8 hours later, 7 hours later, tired legs, and the watch will tell me I've done the marathon. And that's okay. That's fine with me. So that's kind of where the book's going to be centered around. But I've tried 5Ks. I'm on a coaching plan at the moment, but the coaching plan I'm on is like designed for walking, then jogging, then walking. You might have heard of the expression jeffing, created by a man called Jeff Galloway. He's actually one of the coaches on Garmin, on the Garmin app. But he's very beginner, like he's beginner level. Excuse me. So it's perfect for me to kind of use that as a kind of base to start getting the fitness back up, because the fitness is terrible. I'm not going to lie to you. This is where I said to you, be honest. Sorry. But the fitness is terrible. I mean, yeah, I can lift weights and I can, we moved house in the summer, we were doing like 14-hour days, lifting up and down the stairs, boxes here, boxes there, and I've got 4 kids and I can go to 16 different school runs in a day, and I can go to the local town and pick up 18 bags of shopping and walk them home, and I can do all that kind of stuff. So that side of things is there. But when I first went out on the road, I couldn't run more than a minute, probably not even a minute, probably 25-30 seconds, and that was it. Legs were just like, no, not happening, And if I haven't mentioned the injuries yet, I was rebuilding my fitness, which I'll talk about in another video, but I was rebuilding my fitness after long COVID. I probably don't need to go back onto that. I don't really want to anyway. But I had 6 months of hell. Absolute destroyed me, mind and body. 6 months of it. So I thought, I've got to get my fitness back. I've got to rebuild myself. So I started to work on weights, bodyweight exercises. I was already into my stretching and that kind of thing, so I just carried on with doing that. I piled the food back on because long COVID just robbed me of my appetite and everything. Just destroyed my stomach at the same time. So I kind of like rebuilt myself when I was, like I say, weights, and always walked everywhere. So I just made sure when I walked everywhere I made a little step a bit quicker, just to kind of rebuild my fitness. And then I did try a run back in March, and I'd already been running on the spot at home. This is funny. Run on the spot at home. I could do a video now, run for an hour on the spot, jogging on the spot, no problem. I'd get a fantastic cardio workout, you know, my watch would say, yay, well done, you're amazing, and everything like this. And then, you know, and I'll be like, hey, I'm fit, and all this kind of stuff. And I took it out there onto the streets, and within about a minute or whatever it was, you know, my knee just went whoosh, and that was it. Pain. Limped home, walking stick for a few weeks, forgot all about it. Again in September, back out on the streets again. The other knee, that went back onto the walking stick and whatever, and the brace, you know, the Velcro ones you put around your knees, back onto that. Thinking to myself, this is just a terrible idea. You're an old man. Give it up. Why are you bothering? And then at the moment, my right ankle. But this is more to do with, like, it's not the injuries. I'm doing the warm-ups properly, and I'm doing the cool-downs properly, and I'm doing all the things that we see on these other amazing running channels that teach us how to stretch and how to get ready for the run or the jog or the walk. I'm doing all that. So this is really just my body just saying, no. Give it up, you stupid old man. Go and buy a Mars bar, get some ciders, sit down and watch telly. Leave the body alone. But I'm not going to. My body and mind are going to work together at some point. Right. See, this is another reason that this is probably take whatever it is on these videos, is because I just talk too much and go off on a tangent somewhere. So like I say, beginner runner, older runner, very unfit runner, smoke, used to smoke, want to run, unhealthy for whatever reason, you know, whatever reason, you want to just improve, you want to just like take that step. And in the next few, you know, obviously it doesn't matter how long it takes. Like I say, this will run with the book anyway and other things, but like I say, I want to get to a point where I feel I'm ready to begin what we see on the other videos that we search for on YouTube, where let's do this 5K, let's do this thing. I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at that point yet. And there's this whole bit missing at the start here, which I think deserves time. I don't think it's a, well, you know, say every week, you know, Monday, go and do this. And then the week after, add another little bit onto it. And I think there's a bit more to it. I think it takes a bit longer, especially if you're brand new to it, you know, especially if you're brand new to it. I think I might be happy with this one, so I'm going to watch it back, and if I am, I might actually use it. So thanks for watching, and I think I'm going to get some footage, obviously, of me jogging, running, walking, etc. Because there's not much difference. I mean, there isn't much difference. I think I walked the 5K because I like to walk, so I have routes that I walk. I walked the 5K, and I think that was like 50 minutes, maybe a minute or two either way. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. And then when I did try to push it and actually jog it, which actually turned into more of walking and then 2 seconds of jogging or something, you know, use the numbers for your own imagination. But that only come in at like 40 minutes. So there's literally 10 minutes difference. It's not actually, I'm not that fast. I'm very slow. So yes, I'll get some footage of all this and we can just laugh at me together. Okay? Right. See you soon.